This is the book of Genesis, chapter 6, starting off at verse 5. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Koho Layam La, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakat Kwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite fauners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Genesis chapter 6, starting off at verse 5. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. And this is the book of Genesis, the beginning, chapter 6, and it's basically going into the beginning of the first death, okay? It's going into the beginning of the structure of how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to perform the first death, okay? And before I get started, man, all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I just want to say that I'm doing this lesson for educational purposes because you might have some new inquiring, true, sincere, beloved Aki and Akwaf that want to have this information confirmed to them and to learn the true meaning of the first death. Okay? So this is not to, to go back and forth with mockers and scoffers. It's just for edification's sake, okay? And also, too, to keep us, sharp and keep us on our toes, okay? But as you see right here from this comment, from this Edomite, okay, he said, wouldn't the first death be physically dying? Okay, we all physically die, in general. We all physically die, period. How whether it be in your sleep, whether it be through a car accident, whether it be through getting put by death by a knife or a gun, whatever the case may be, man, you still have to physically die, man. Okay, but let's continue, man. Let's prove that the first death is by water. So I'm gonna jump down to same Wasalakia, not the same chapter, I believe. Genesis chapter 7. And I'm going to read verse 4, and then I'm going to jump down to verse 21 and read down. This is Genesis chapter 7, starting off at verse 4. For yet 7 days will I cause it to rain upon earth, 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. So this is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai telling Noah how he's going to perform his judgment upon the earth. Okay? So, in actual reality, yes, everybody physically died by water, but the Lord used water to kill everything on the earth that he created. Okay, as we read in Genesis chapter 6, starting off at verse 5, that the Lord is going to kill everything in the air, the creeping things, the beasts of the field, and the humanity. Okay? But the Lord used water to commit and bring forth judgment for the first death. All right? Again, Genesis 7, verse 4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. And every living substance, so everything that the Lord created, whether it be up in the air, on the earth, the creeping thing, everything, okay, that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. Okay, jump into verse 21. Genesis 7, verse 21 on down. And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, both of fowl and of cattle and of beasts, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of life, of all that was in the dry land died, and every living substance was destroyed, which was upon the face of the ground, both man and cattle, and the creeping things, and the fowl of the heaven, and they were destroyed from the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark. And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. Do you hear that? And the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. So Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai used water to bring forth the first death. Okay, he used water to bring forth the first death. Okay, and now we're going to go into the second death, which hasn't happened yet, which is going to happen in our time. Okay, but before we bring out these precepts, and this is for the ones that only can receive this truth, man. Everybody's not going to be able to receive this truth, and we understand it. And also the people that come against us, okay, the people that come against us is not going to receive or understand this truth. So what are they going to do? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 4 in the NLT. They spit venom like deadly snakes. Okay, so you know that they're insults, they're mocking, they're scoffing, you know, just being complete assholes, dickheads, you know, unrighteous, wicked ass niggas. Okay, they just like they daddy Esau, as you see on the picture right here. Okay, Psalms 58, verse 4 in the NLT. They spit venom like deadly snakes. They are like cobras that refuse to listen. So these people that come against us and question us and try to make us believe what they think, etc., all the nonsense, man, they're not going to receive what we're saying. Okay, they're put in a position, they're given a lot to come up against us, to mock us in the last days, to be scoffers, man. Okay, period, man. So me, myself, and other brothers, we're not here to convince the gainsayers and to convince the ones that come against us and mock and scoff and have hatred in their heart, but yet say they keep the commandments, but you know, show that they hate their brother, which when you hate your brother, you're a murderer, as the scriptures state and say. Okay, you're not supposed to have a grudge or hate in your heart towards your brother, as the scriptures state and say too. Okay, but again, as I stated, we're not here to convince these people that come against us and that want us to believe what they believe. And let's see what Yahweh Shai has to say about that statement that I just made. Because these were not given to receive salvation. These were not given to receive understanding, man. Okay, they have a mental block. This is the book of St. John, chapter 10, starting off at verse 25. Yahweh Shai answered them, I told you, and ye believe me not. Yahweh Shai answered them, I told you, and ye believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. And the works that we do in Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai's, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's name, bear witness that we are those men of days of old, man. That we are the ones coming back on our lots, Adawan Ratazah, speaking and professing the words of the gospel, man. That's not of us, that's of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Okay? Now, didn't Yahweh Shai say he wants us to be one with him and the Father? And what does that statement mean in St. John chapter 17? That basically means to agree, to be like-minded, to be of one accord, in alliance with Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Okay? No divisions amongst us. All right? Verse 26. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. So again, these people that come against us and that had no understanding, that spew their madness, and then also try to put up precepts to validate their error. Hey man, let it be done, man. Because again, everybody has to have their position. Everybody has to play their lot. Everybody has to do what they have to do, man. Okay? Everybody's pre-programmed for their position. But these people are not going to believe what we preach, what we say, the evidence that we bring forth, the precepts that we bring to the forefront for the edification. Okay, they're going to stuff their ears. They're already convinced in their minds that they have the understanding, man. That they have the truth, man. Okay, they're tossed to and fro. Okay, because again, man, this truth, and Salaki for being long-winded, but you know this has to be said. For this truth is only about preaching and teaching, prophesying, warning, and uplifting these names. Okay, and professing the gospel, man, preparing our people for the day of battle, man, preparing our people for all the judgment and all the hell that's going to be brought upon earth. Not about no goddamn rap videos, mixtapes, lavish Passovers, you know, selling merchandise. Okay, no, man. But let's continue, man. Let's get into the second death. And again, this is for the newcomers that's really sincere and I want to understand these prophecies and this history. Because again, the first death has already happened. All right, the first death has already happened, and the second one is yet to come. But let's go here. Joel chapter 2, and I'm gonna start off at verse 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Okay, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is at the garden, so like the land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. Now this is talking about the judgment of the second death, how it's going to occur, how Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to do it. And the Lord can do whatever the hell he wants, but he wants to magnify his power upon earth. Okay, as it's said and stated in Jeremiah chapter 23, and I believe in Jeremiah chapter 16 that this new Exodus that's going to happen is going to be spoken of upon generations and generations. Okay, when we were in Egypt, it won't be spoken of again. This will overpass and over exceed that salvation, man. Which that salvation was marvelous, but this is going to be above and beyond that. Okay, verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. And it's talking about the missiles, the ICBM missiles. Okay, continuing on. Like the noise of chariots on the tops of the mountains. Okay, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains, they shall leap. Like the noise of a fire, it's like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before the face, the people shall be much pained. All faces shall gather blackness. Do you hear that? Before their face, the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness. So what does that mean? That means when they see these missiles coming down, everybody's going to panic. Everybody's going to be in array. Everybody's going to be scattering, trying to figure out what to do. And furthermore, why do you think you have these elites and these celebrities? You know, Mark Zuckerberg, Rick Ross, which, you know, he's a peon compared to the, you know, these elites, these people that really got money. If I'm not mistaken, I think what's that dude's name to run Amazon? The dude that started Amazon, him, I think he's making a bunker too. Why do you think these elites and these people that basically have all the riches in the world are making bunkers? And a lot of the bankers, you know, the 1%ers, the ones that really have trillions upon trillions, they don't even stay in Babylon. But do you think they have bunkers? Yes. Okay. Why are they making bunkers? Answer that. Verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march everyone on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks. Okay, it's talking about the missiles, man. And only the ones that the Lord have chosen to see and understand this will understand. Verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows of the thief. And that's meaning enter into Babylon. Okay? Overcoming those borders. All right? Continuing on. Verse 10. The earth shall quake before them. Do you hear that? The earth shall quake before them. So what's going to make the earth quake? What is the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua going to use to make the earth quake and shake? Okay, be tossed to and fro. Which that's also stated in the book of Isaiah, I believe, chapter 24. Matter of fact, let me grab that. All right, this is the book of Isaiah 24, verse 20. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And what's going to make it fall and not rise again? The judgment of the Lord, which he's going to use the ICBM missiles, and also too, the chariots. Yahweh is going to be here putting in work too. But to finish it off, it's going to be the ICBM missiles, man. Okay? But jumping back to Joel chapter 2, verse 10. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Do you hear that? Okay, it says the heavens shall tremble. Okay, and that's the people that's in a higher state that have some type of status in this captivity. The sun and the moon shall be darkened because you're gonna have chariots in the sky, and again you're also gonna have so many goddamn missiles coming down that it's gonna block everything, man. It's gonna literally block everything. Okay, verse 11. To close it up. And Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word, for the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? So who will be able to stand against the Lord's judgment, man? Nobody. If you really think Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is going to come off his throne to judge Israel, you've lost your damn mind. And if you really just think that the Lord is just gonna, swipe his hand and make everybody have a heart attack or give up the ghost and just do it like that, you lost your damn mind. The Lord said he's gonna make the people on Babylon suffer. Okay, and that long suffering is not only gonna start when the missiles come, it's going to start before. Jacob's trouble, martial law. Okay, when the food's being rationed, when you're going to have to make decisions whether or not you're going to, cleave onto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua or accept Esau as your Lord and Savior, man. Okay, you're going to be tried. You're going to be tested. The trial of your faith is going to be tried. Okay, everybody's going to be tried. Everybody's going to be tempted, man. You're going to have your woman and your kids in your ear saying they're hungry, for you to take the see it, man. It's going to be long suffering, man. The Lord is not just going to just bring judgment like that. No, people have to suffer hard, man. It has to be long suffering upon earth, man, Just like the Israelites suffered, they have to suffer too, man. And then when Yahweh Shem Yahshua does bring, the missiles to bring forth the second death, which we're going to confirm this by more scriptures. He's not only you're not just going to get hit. The missiles are not just going to hit the land and you're going to just be gone like that. No, the Lord can hold that spirit in your body to make you feel all that pain for as long as He sees fit, man. Okay? Salakia. I'm trying to grab this other precept. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, starting off at verse 1. Woe be unto thee Babylon and Asia, woe be unto thee Egypt and Syria. Grit up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair, bewail your children, and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? So the Lord is telling you, man, it's going to be plagues, pestilence, famine. Okay, evils are going to multiply upon earth, man. Okay. May any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire and stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord Yahweh sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? Again, man, that goes into long suffering, plagues, pestilence, diseases, man. Okay, famine. And it also states and saying the scriptures of Lamentations chapter 4, verse 8 or 9, I want to say, where it says it's better to be killed by the sword than to die of a famine, than to die of hunger, man. Okay? Roughly paraphrasing, verse 9. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord Yahweh shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea riseth up, with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof are before the Lord Yahweh, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand, which is Yahushua, that bendeth the bow. His arrows, which are the missiles, the ICBM missiles, his arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. I can close the book up right now. Those arrows are talking about the ICBM missiles shot in from one end of the earth to the other, man. Because all the nations are going to be shooting those arrows, aka the missiles, the ICBM missiles, to America, and we're gonna prove that, man, through Scripture, not through my vain opinion, through Scripture. Okay. And shall not miss when they began to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent, and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out until it consume the foundation of the earth. So what the fuck are you? What? Yo, man. Everybody, everybody got to play their lot, man. Jake, man, a lot of you niggas just need to shut the fuck up, man. And also, too, man, Salakia, man. What is your point of coming into our comment boards to spew your madness? You're not going to change how we perceive and how we understand these scriptures, because the Lord has given us the true understanding. Okay? Period, man. You're not going to, make us, maybe the scoffer's right that don't do no lessons. That, obviously, if you're somebody else that does do lessons, want you to show who you are and, stop being a coward, man. Well, hold on. Let me read this last precept and we'll keep on going. Verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so The plague that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. So the Lord is going to use the ICBM missiles to judge this place, to light this place up. Yes, Yahweh Shai, Mike Allah, the archangel, okay, the chariots is going to be here putting in work too. Yes, okay, yes, the scriptures state that fact too. Yes, okay, but to finish it off, the Lord's going to use what He created by using Esau, and let's prove that He used Esau to create these things. Let's go to the book of Isaiah. And these are precepts that I didn't even think about bringing out. That just shows you that it's a spirit, man. It's a spirit that wants, certain things to come out. It's the book of Isaiah chapter 54. And I'm going to start off. Well, I'm just going to read verse 50. I'm going to read verse 16. Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy. So the Lord put the intellect, the blueprint in these heathens' minds to create their own destruction that He's going to use on them. Okay? And this is the second death. All right, so let's also prove that the nations is going to shoot these arrows, which are missiles, ICBM missiles, to bring forth the judgment, to do the Lord's will. Because we just read Isaiah 54, verse 16, to prove that the Lord created the smith and the waster to destroy. So let's grab this right here. This is Revelation. Because I made a statement, and we're going to back it up. You're going to have Yahweh Shai, you're going to have Mike Allah, the archangel, and the chariots, the host of heaven coming down here to get busy, and also to beam Israelites up in chariots, etc. But let's read on. Revelation 17, starting off at verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb is Yahweh Shai, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for He is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with Him are called and chosen and fruitful. And He saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. These are the other nations. Because the Lord's going to cause that division, which is already happening now. But He's going to put these intentions that He wants to happen on these other nations to do these things, continuing on. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh, and burn her with fire. So do you think the other nations is going to throw fucking alcoholic bottles with cloths in it, cloths in it, and just light it up and just throw it on the land? No, man. So they're going to use missiles, ICBM missiles, man. God, man, you niggas are stupid, man. They're going to use ICBM missiles, man. Okay? And burn her with fire. For Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, have put in their hearts to fulfill His will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. So this is the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, performing the second death. Okay? And as you see on the screen, and the second death by Yahweh destroying your soul. Oh man, oh man. Look, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua can do whatever the fuck He wants. Whatever the fuck He wants. But no souls are going to be destroyed, man. So do you literally think, let's be logical and have some common sense right now, and speak worldly, just to make it sense, right? Because obviously you don't have any spiritual intellect. You don't have the spirit resonating in you. So do you really think that the Lord is only going to give them judgment through the second death and destroy their souls and not bring them back to receive captivity and punishment by the Israelites. Does it not state? I'm just gonna read this, man. I'm gonna read this real quick. Because you know what, again, forgive me. My opinion don't make a difference. Even though I was about to say something that's relevant to the scriptures and I could back up with the scriptures, I'm just gonna let the scriptures speak, man. I'm just gonna let the scriptures speak. I'm gonna grab two. Shit. What is that? I just want to get Salaki. I passed it. Damn it. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30. Verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, okay, all heathen nations, all 17 nations, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So you mean to tell me that the Lord has promised us those that have spoiled us, those that have done us wrong, treated us wrong, etc. And he said that they shall go into captivity. So how would Yahweh Shem Yahushua be? The Lord, our power is not a power that should lie, man. Okay, Numbers chapter 23, verse 23. Okay, he's not a power that he should lie. So if he told us, as a matter of fact, let's hold that thought. Because Yahweh said the same thing. Revelation chapter 2. And I'm going to start off at verse 25. But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation. So how in the hell, if you talking about the Lord's going to destroy souls for the second death, so if those souls are going to be destroyed, who's going to be put in slavery? Who's going to be put in the fucking slavery? Who's going to build up our kingdom? Come on, man. Seriously, man. Who's going to build up our... It ain't going to be us. We're not going to be putting in the work. It's dumb motherfuckers, man. Verse 27. And he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father. So come on, man. And again, Revelation 13, starting off at verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So come on, man. All these nations have had us in captivity. All these nations have and are still right now putting us to death. All right. And also too, which I just had in my mind. How about Shem Yahushua? Bring it back. Salakia, Psalms 83. It gives you the list of all the nations that conspired against us in this last captivity for our heritage, our identity to be taken away from us, man. So you mean to tell me that they're not going to pay for that? They're not going to go into captivity as the Lord promised? Come on, man. Make it make sense, man. So let's jump back to the to prove that the missiles is the second death. Let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 4. And I'm gonna start off at verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall Salakia. Malachi 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. So if you're gonna burn as an oven and you're gonna become stubble, how do you become stubble? What process do you have to do to make something stubble? Isn't it fire? And if I'm correct, when a missile is dropped, doesn't that missile bring forth fire? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. And all that do wickedly shall be stubble. In that day Salakia, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch, because that's stubble. When you get burned down, it's like getting cremated. When you get cremated and you get put in that furnace, and you know, I've seen the process how it's done. I'm not sure how long it takes. I think it takes like maybe like 8 hours or something like that. I'm not sure. You know, don't quote me on that. Don't run with that. But I've seen the process how they actually, you know, what they do when they burn your body. When they cremate you, they put you in a box, wrap you up in plastic, and then they come back once the box is, you know, obviously gone, you know, and there's just your skeleton left. So what they do is they'll stick this long ass metal stick in and crush your bones and your skull, because your skull is so thick that they have to crush it. Okay, and once that's done, they continue to burn you. They continue to burn you, and then after that, you know, the only thing that's really remaining is like, you know, a little bit of your skull that's you know, obviously stubble, but they gather all that together and they put it in a goddamn blender, and that's how you get ashes. Okay, so what is that? That's stubble, man. Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. Okay, that's Yahweh Shai. And ye shall go forth and grow up as claves of the stall. And ye shall trod down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts. This is talking about the second death, the judgment of Babylon. Okay? And again, we know the only ones that's going to receive this is the ones that Yahweh Shem Yahushua want to receive. We're not here to put you in a headlock. We're not here to beg you and to plead with you and tell you, you know, please believe me. You know, just believe me, brother. What I'm speaking is the truth. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a shit. The blood is off our hands, man. The Lord wants those to believe his words. They will believe it. And those that he wants to be deceived, they shall be deceived, man. Period, man. Not going back and forth with no goddamn reprobates, man. So let's jump to Revelation. Let's jump back to Revelation. Chapter 18. So when all this is happening, what's going to be happening when all this is happening? Revelation 18. I'm going to start off at verse 15. The merchandise of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off from the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So, you know, the merchants, the people in the sea that, you know, that do the transport for the merchandise, for the trades and all that, they're going to see this judgment happen from afar off. Okay? Verse 16. And saying at last, that great city. Okay? Because Babylon the Great, aka America, is nothing but a big-ass city, a big-ass corporation. That's all America is, man. It's a damn business. It's a corporation, man. With a whole bunch of cities and so-called different states, provinces, all right? For in one, Salakia, Revelation 18, verse 16, saying at last, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Okay, because that goes into, I think that's Revelation 17, if I'm not mistaken. The Salaki, where it describes the with Babylon, the mother of Babylon, the daughter of Salaki, mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's what it's described in Salakia. Verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every ship master, okay, because again, they're in the sea, and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stand afar off. So these people are going to be standing afar off seeing this happening, man. They're going to be seeing these missiles hit America, man. They're going to see the smoke. They're going to see the flames, man. Okay, because we already gave you the depiction of what's going to be happening, man. And we're going to give you more of a depiction of what's going to happen when that's occurring. Okay, but you know, as it stated, thou shalt burn as an oven and become stubble. Verse 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of their costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate. And they're going to be upset because, again, America's nothing but a big ass corporation. All the nations get wealthy off of trade, off of selling merchandise to America. Okay, so that's that big money grab, all that wealth, all that gain, okay, all that unrighteous gain is going to be obsolete. It's going to be no more, man. Okay, period, man. That's what they're going to miss about America, aka Babylon the Great, is to be able to have that lavish lifestyle from making that a profit off America, man. Okay. So let's get more of a depiction of what's going to happen when those missiles drop. Let's go to the book of Zechariah. It's the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Because, again, this is a judgment also too, Salakia, against Babylon for what they have done to us, man. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Do you hear that? Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So how is that going to happen? How is that going to happen? How is their flesh going to be able to consume away? How is their eyes going to melt in their eye sockets? How is their tongue going to consume away? Through the ICBM missiles. Through that fire, through all those missiles being dropped on Babylon the Great. That's how it's going to happen, man. That's how it's going to happen. All right? So let's go to Revelation, what you pulled out. Let's go to Revelation to give you the understanding of it. Revelation 21. Salakia. I'm gonna read it in two different translations. Revelation 21. Bear with me. Let me go to it real quick. Revelation 21, verse 8. I'm gonna prove a point here. Revelation 21, verse 8, and I'm gonna read it in two translations to get the thorough understanding of it for you newcomers, and also for you scoffers that really don't think this has nothing to do with the second death, which it is the second death. All right, so this is Revelation 21, verse 8 in the NIV. But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. Look what you see on the screen. They shall be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. So look, read that. I'm not going to read it. Just read it. Just read it. It's in ICBM missiles, man. This stuff is in ICBM missiles, and this is what the Lord used. The Lord used His own pure sulfur from the heavens to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Revelation 21, verse 8 in the NLT. Bear with me. Let me grab it. I got to go down. Okay, Revelation 21, verse 8 in the NLT. But cowards, unbelievers, the corrupt. Okay, what you know. This guy right here is corrupt. He's an unbeliever. Okay, and he's also, as the other one stated, what is that? NIV, let me see. A vow. Okay, because what you know, hey, look, man. What you doing is foul as hell, man. Going on a brother's comment boards and spewing your madness, man. You're going to be judged for that. Revelation 21, verse 8 in the NLT. But cowards, unbelievers, the corrupt, murderers, the immoral, those who practice witchcraft, idol worshippers, and all liars, their fate is in the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. And that's it. Point blank period, man. This is the second death, man. This is what the Lord's going to do to bring forth the second death by using the ICBM missiles, aka in the scriptures they're called arrows. Okay, that's what the Lord's going to use to judge Babylon the Great, man. And that's what he's going to use to bring forth the second death, the cleansing. Okay, and Salakia. Let me grab one more precept. Matter of fact, two more precepts. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Oh my God. Give me 1 second. I think, oh man, this is beautiful, man. Let's go to the New Testament, which we just left out of, and let's go to the book. Bear with me 1 second. Koholayimlah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rekak Kwadash, man. Woo! Thawada Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Thawada Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Thawada Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Man, I love and I fear Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, man. Thawada Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, man. Thawada Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, man. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Oh, man, I can't wait to bring this out, man. I'm so excited. Oh, man, hold on 1 second. I want to see what it reads in the Good News Translation real quick before I read out this KJV. I'm so excited to bring this out, man, to close out with. Oh, man, I'm so excited right now. Oh man, this is beautiful, man. Bear with me. Let me read this real quick to myself and make sure it's acceptable. Bear with me. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3. I'm going to start off at verse 5. For this they willingly are ignorant of, okay? For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. Verse 7. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't make this up, man. Let's read it in the Good News Translation. 2 Peter chapter 3, starting off at verse 5. They purposely ignore the fact that long ago the Most High gave a command and the heavens and earth were created. The earth was formed out of water and by water, and it was also by water, the water of the flood, that the old world was destroyed. That's the first death. Now it's going to speak on the second death, as we just read in the same book in the KJV. But the heavens and the earth that now exist are being preserved by the same command of Yahweh in order to be destroyed by fire. Oh man, Kolo Yabashim Yahushua Bahashim Rakak Wadash. They are being kept for the day when godless people will be judged and destroyed. So as you see on this dude's comment, wouldn't the first death be physically dying and the second death by Yahweh destroying your soul? Because we have lived many lives, so we have died multiple times. And also too, homeboy, you cut yourself. I don't know if you noticed that you cut yourself. And that also goes into the scriptures about how the earth has gotten more wicked and more wicked since the transgressions of Adam and Eve, man. Okay, but that's another lesson for another time. We focus on the first death and the second death. So we have died multiple times, more than once. So the second death, listen, as you see his statement, more than once. So the second death isn't getting hit with a missile. Hey, thou sayest, man. So let's close out here. Let's close out here. Because the point is made. It's been proved. It's been debunked. You know, believe what you want to believe. We're going to believe the truth. Okay? Isaiah 55. Starting off at verse 7. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. So listen, homeboy. Those same people you talking about being wicked and being destroyed, to be honest with you, man, you're amongst them, man. And maybe the Lord, you know, again, I don't know if this is really you right here. I don't know if this is really you, or that's just somebody that you chose to put on the screen. But if I was you, man, I would humble down, man, and really take heed and really fast and pray, man, because you're off, bro. You're off. All right? If you're an Israelite, but if you're a heathen or Edomite, who gives a shit? You're going to be destroyed anyway. Okay? And this only applies to Israel, man. So if you're not an Israelite, this don't apply to you. If you're a heathen, you're going to be destroyed, boy. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. So your thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts, and your ways are not the Lord's ways, man. Your way is an abomination, man. Your way is going to get your ass destroyed. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. So, hey, man, there you have it, man. So either you're going to take heed or you're going to get judged, man. It's as simple as that, man. And to be honest with you, I don't give a shit. I don't give a good goddamn what you do. That's on you, man. Real talk. That's on you. And also, too, just to clarify and let you know, man, for future reference, I don't give a fuck about you screenshotting shit and what you want to do with your little comments and everything else. I don't give a fuck. Okay, and you're not the first scoffer to come across any brother's page or my page and spew y'all madness, man. Do what you see fit, man. Okay, do what you see fit. And as I stated in the live stream today or yesterday, because it's gonna premiere today. It's like the next day. I'm recording it now. But as I said in the live stream, block, delete, man. I don't have nothing to prove to you, man. Who the fuck are you, man? Seriously. Just go about your business, man. You know, refrain, man. Refrain. Matter of fact, let's close out there, man. Salakia. Before I get there, let's get that word. Let's get that. Let's see what that word refrain means real quick. All right, refrain in the Blue Letter Bible. It means to depart, draw away, refrain, withdraw thyself. The biblical usage. Cause to withdraw, to remove, to go away, to depart from anyone, to fall away, okay, become faithless, flee from, To cease to vex one. Did you hear that? To cease to vex one. To withdraw oneself from, to fall away, to keep oneself from absent. So like it, to keep oneself from absent oneself from. So maybe you should take heed to that, man. So Acts chapter 5, starting off at verse 38. Now I say unto you, refrain from these men. And we just gave you the definition. Refrain from these men. Leave us the fuck alone, man. Go man. Don't you got a woman or something, man? Go do something, man. You're not going to change how we feel, how we understand the scriptures. We're not with you, man. You're not going to change nothing over here, man. Just go about your business, man. You're wasting your time. Delete, block, man. Refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest haply ye be found even to fight against Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. So at the end of the day, man, you fighting against Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. You ain't fighting against us, man. So I'm going to leave it right there, man. Do what you do. I don't give a shit. Mark them that cause division. But you ain't even causing division. You ain't got no goddamn lessons. If you are this person that's on the screen, if you somebody else is just being a coward and hiding your face beside, if you are somebody else hiding your face behind somebody else's face, being a coward and not showing who you are, you're weak, man. That's not being a man of the Lord. Okay? That's not being a man in general. But, I'm going to leave it right there, man. I don't want to write this up, man. I hope and I pray that this is edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Koho Layam La, Abanawa Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rekah Kodash, Watha Wada, Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rekah Kodash, for putting the spirit on me, my elder apostles, elder bishops, elders, brothers on down, for doing these epistles to enlighten you, to inform you, to edify you, and uplift you to the power and spirit and words of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. May the blessing and election and protection be upon you and your household. To my true, sincere Akim Wa Akwaf, I love y'all, and we do this to make sure you get the true understanding of the scriptures. I don't want to write this out. It was edifying. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.